EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Detroit Lions. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Mahomes.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Mahomes now on first down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. On 4th down, here's KC punter Tyler Newsome.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. They go play action here on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Back to throw now on first down.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
That's good for 28 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a play fake here on first down, eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
The Lions at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here we go. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again.
That throw taken in by Jameson Williams.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Hurry.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Back to throw. The 20.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. This is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now, way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings. Just so professional, mature. Looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw.
Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Hunt.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll go with the keeper. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to look deep for more. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Leo Chanel. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
17 yards. 1st down, Kansas City.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Mahomes now on 1st down.
Finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey with career touchdown number 70.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hunt will try going up the middle.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
On the double.
And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down.
Black shot. Hustle.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
He's got this complete to Williams. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points, but it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And he will take this one back all the way inside the 35.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside, he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And in for the Lions touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
The extra point up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we have trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smiles.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his
touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Extra point safely through, and the lead is now 21-14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes it.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. Room here to run. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. And now that brings up fourth down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Open net, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his leg. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Pressure gets there on Heineke, and down he goes.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney able to record his 5th sack of the season. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss, because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's got it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Running room at the 50. Look out. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
Let's go now. Strike. Check. Strike. Check.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this is going to be intercepted.
Nick Needham picks it off. And the Chiefs are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless.
In trouble and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
All right. Hey, 15. Hey, 43.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath
as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach,
welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Taken in at the 3.
Oh, good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Here's the option, running right. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down. On play action, they'll throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown
with his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. The extra point up and good, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And now here's another interception.
picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's caught. And in for the Lions, touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Lions just continue to roll.
Point after, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Open man, it's the tight end Kelce. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelce for a big one. And even 40 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tracy Walker.
And the Lions Lions are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Hey, go field.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Okay,
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Right, 97, Edo Blue. Run the ball.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. They've got his man, complete. A big play there for Detroit, 74 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Come on, set.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time.
Here we go.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Ready?
Again, it's Hunt, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Field flat.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. This is caught. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Lions are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
The point after is good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation.
And now here is another interception.
Picked by Jeff Okudah.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
Yeah, and I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded at the 20. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the 4th, Charles, it's really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That gain on third down, good for 28. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 52 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.